How to tell if your ex is missing you. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to tell if your ex is missing you. So before I get into this, just keep in mind that your ex is an ex for a reason, and don't take these signs as concrete. There's probably no way of actually really telling if your ex is missing you. If they are doing more of these signs than not, then that is an indication that your ex is missing you, but again, don't take it as set in stone. So the first point that I want to get into is you hear about it from your mutual friends. So perhaps you had a few mutual friends in your relationship, and they may tell you that, oh, you know, so-and-so really misses you. Or you may find out that they are asking more questions and being a bit nosy about you just to see what you're up to. And basically what they might be doing is fishing for information to give back to your ex. So that's an indication that your ex misses you, is still, or at least still interested in you in some way and wanting to know about you. So that's a sign that your ex misses you, that you find out from mutual friends that they miss you, or those mutual friends might be fishing for information. The next sign is that they message you or they contact you, and it might be for it might be for no reason, because they might not actually flat out come to you and say, I miss you. They might do, but they also might not. They may actually reach out to you about something that's kind of really ridiculous and kind of nonsensical. And so it might be something like, oh, hey, do you remember when we did this? Or it might be something, oh, do you still have this? Or it might be just, hey, how are you doing? So if they contact you, you can take it as a sign that they miss you. But again, remember that these signs are not concrete or set in stone. The next sign is that they might add you on social media. So if they miss you, they may try and, let's say you're not friends on social media anymore, they might add you as a friend or follow you because they might want to contact you. And obviously one of the best ways to do this is to get your social media information and all that kind of thing. But don't take it as a definite. They might just be being nosy. They might be just wanting to know what you're up to. Or they might be just wanting to compare lives. So let's say this was like 10 years ago when you broke up. They may add you as a friend just to see what you're up to these days. Or they might follow you just to see what you're up to these days. So again, don't take it as a set in stone thing. They might just be curious about what you're up to these days without having to contact you or message you. So another sign, and this is something that I've noticed personally, is that they comment on your social media posts and compliment you. It might not be like, oh wow, you look really good, but it might be, you know, let's say you post a picture with you and your friends and you're like on a boat or something. They might be like, oh wow, the weather looks really nice there today. So if they're always commenting on your posts, then that's a sign that they really like you, and that they miss you and they probably still like you. But again, don't take it as set in stone. They might be just being pally. They might be just wanting to be friends with you. So it's important that you don't take it as a be-all, end-all situation. Okay, just because they're commenting on your stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean that they want you back, but it's a pretty good sign that they are still interested in you in some way, but they might be too shy or too reserved to actually directly say it to you out of fear of rejection. So the last sign that I'm going to get into that your ex misses you is they actually ask you to meet up. So it could be, you know, asking to meet you out for coffee or asking to meet up with you in general. Basically, they just want to see you. And if they do that, then that's obviously a sign that they miss you. But you need to keep in mind the way that it's done. So they might say to you that they want to meet you up for a catch-up. That might not necessarily mean that they want you back. Perhaps they are just really interested in being friends with you and wanting to know about you. So if you do arrange to meet with them, see what they suggest. If they suggest something in the evening, that obviously sounds a bit more romantic as opposed to meeting out for coffee. So if they do ask to meet you out for coffee, then assume that it's a friendly gathering for you two. Don't get all excited and happy that obviously depends if you want your ex back, but don't get all excited and happy if you do want them back that it's something romantic, because it might not be. In fact, they might be just wanting to pass over a few things of yours that they have. So you need to be very vigilant when you do meet up with your ex, if you want to meet up with your ex, of course. Now, if they meet you in the evening, you can assume that interaction might end up being more romantic, just because dates in the evening tend to be more romantic than just, meeting out for coffee like you do with, your friends. But again, that's not set in stone. It might be just a friendship thing, that just might be when they're available. So again, don't take it as set in stone. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you. If you'd like help with me personally, because obviously these videos are very generalized, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. Alternatively, you can email me using the email address provided in this video's description box, and we can work something out that way. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.